All right, I gotta make the perfect timing. Oh, there's cars right here and there. Oh, fuck it. Wait, oh, stop it quickly. Oh, I gotta make it fast. Oh, run. I made it. Woo, second alone. All right. Hey guys, DJ Let Nelson here. I'm walking right now, yes, of course. So, if you didn't see my last video, I uploaded, it is the Aliens Colonial Marines Part 5, where I had to chew bubblegum, kick ass, and escape. So you can check that out. It's gonna be uploaded. Of course, it's still uploading, but of course, it's gonna be uploaded now. It would be uploaded now, if you guys would check it out. So anyway, guys, you probably tell what was on the title, of course. It's called How I Lost My Debit Card, EJ's Story. Yeah, EJ's Story. Something like that. But anyway, so I'm going to tell you the story how I lost my debit card. So, it all started all the way back since the day Star Wars The Force Awakens finally released. I got really excited to get that movie. I was really pumped, and I was planning on getting it at Shoppers Drug Mart. But of course, when I got there, of course, I did a review of this, so you can also check that out. I'll probably leave in the description below on how I lost. And of course, I gotta continue that review, of course. I did a review of it. I gotten the part where Finn, of course, gets to the that little town. Yeah, of course. Yeah, something like that. And also, I did watch it last night. Yeah, when I got it, of course. But so anyway, so I lost my debit card. So anyway, it all started when I was walking to Shoppers Drug Mart to get the movie. But then, they didn't have the movie, of course. So I went to the bank to deposit my last check. So of course, yeah, that's how it's that's where I'm getting right now. Then later on, I decided to take a long walk because, of course, it was period 2, of course. I had a spare, of course. So I decided, why not take a long walk to see what's playing in theaters. So I went there, and of course, I checked out what was playing, and I decided to write it down, what time it is going to be playing, whether I feel like watching it, of course. And then I decided to go to the big dollar store, and then buy something there, because I have a little, oh, it was weird, probably it was the snow, but anyway, I decided to buy something there. So yeah, well, actually not buy something, because I wasn't expecting to see anything I want to get. But anyway, I checked out what's new at Shoppers Drug Mart, and then finally, and of course, there was some little cap guns, those little mini cap guns, not the big ones. You know, it's where it's kind of like a revolver I'm just talking about those little mini ones that can be fitted in for a key shade, something like that. So I decided about that, of course. Originally I had 2 ones, of course. But then I lost that one, of course. So of course I decided to get another one for a little replacement. So yeah, of course it's hanging on my keys. Yeah, so it's hanging in the keychains on with my keys, all that stuff. I kept it in my pocket. I don't want to show it too much. So anyway, so I also decided to take a little walk to Safeway to see, if the movie is released there. But then nothing. So I decided to run back to school, and then I had to get to my next class. Then after that last class, of course, when it was period 3, of course, there's still nothing going on. So I decided to take a long walk to Walmart, because usually Walmarts sometimes have the big release. So anyway, when I walked there, of course, a long walk there, of course, I had my backpack, of course, but I don't have my backpack right now because that's just going to keep slowing me down, of course. But anyway, so when I went there, of course, I went to Walmart, of course. I was also planning about also checking out some other places, not buy anything, just check things out and then move on. But anyway. Yeah, anyway. When I got the movie, of course, there was a big shelf of the movie itself. So there was like the, so of course there was 3, of course. So anyway, one was like kind of like a basic DVD release where it just has like the poster, but it doesn't show like the complete version, of course. And I guess it's not gonna have like the behind the scenes shots, delete scene, and how we made BB-8 thing. I should check that out sometime in the future if I feel like watching The Force Awakens again. But anyway, so anyway, I decided to get the DVD, Blu-ray, and digital download version. Of course, there are 2 versions of that. One is just like the, like where you have a cover, like the cover has like the Star Wars Force Awakens, and then like in the background, of course, it has like the movie itself, like the movie poster, have the movie poster, wallpaper, of course. And then finally, when you open it, it shows the complete version of the poster version, which of course, it was, of course, it's like, I didn't much like it too much, but of course, it's like putting in an, let me think right now. Yes! Placing it on a phone, or just like printing it out, and then, there you go, there's our movie. It's just, yeah. But anyway, yes. So I got that, and I started to like check out some other stuff like Nerf guns and some like Lego and other Star Wars products. Yes, of course. But of course, like, and of course, like, if you would probably tell, probably wouldn't tell. But anyway, while I was checking out Star Wars stuff, because I was thinking about checking if they have like Star Wars Nerf guns there. I also did a review of that too, so check that out in the description below. Where I review that First Order Stormtrooper blaster, of course. So, anyway. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But of course, they don't have that much. They just have our usual Nerf guns, which of course I'll plan on buying sometime in the future. Then do some modifications. I do have some in mind. One, of course, it's the Spats 12. And out of a Rampage. Of course, there's something online, of course. You can buy like all the attachments for it. But of course, yeah, so of course it's only being sold in Germany. And of course the owner, of course, is like not allowing some of his product out of Europe, of course. But of course, if you talk him out, he will allow you to get what you want. So yeah. But anyway, I'll try to plan on making my own. If I don't plan about that, then I can try any of that way. But anyway, wherever I start. Oh yes. So I decided to go to the electronics, of course. I like the electronics place because I like see what's new there. Like get some like movies or something. Actually, I don't get too much movies there. I like HMV. That's the only place I like to get movies. But anyway, where was I? Ah, yes. So I decided to go see what games are there. And also, I've been playing Disney Infinity 3.0. And of course, I might want to leave that in the description below, but I don't feel like doing that right now. But you can check that out for yourself. But anyway, so when I was checking out that, of course, there was a Boba Fett character where you can place it, like, well, let me think of. Yeah, like a Boba Fett character. Now, like, of course, usually in the movie, like, usually in the original release of the game itself, of course, you only get Boba Fett in the PS3 or the PS4. Of course, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4. Sorry, I almost screwed that up there. But then, when I was about to buy those two, then I decided to go to my wallet. Of course, I keep this in my satchel, of course. But of course, when I get to my wallet, then I had to check all my pockets. But then 5 or 10, actually 10 seconds later, I lost my wallet. Wait, what? No, I didn't lose my wallet. I have my wallet. I just lost my debit card. But anyway, we're at Tim Hortons right now. I want to continue where I'm going on, but of course, I just want to take a break right now. But anyway, so I'll continue up after this. Whoop. The only best thing about Tim Hortons, they always have good donuts. But the best thing about these is they have good, delicious Timbits. They sometimes taste like some other donuts and all that stuff. But anyway, so back to my story, of course. So So anyway, what I was taking, so anyway, I freaked out, of course, that I lost my debit card, of course. Then I decided to remind the cashier to, I will find my debit card and then bring back, and then finally come back here tomorrow. You know, so yeah, that was the promise. Of course, and of course, stupid of me, of course, saying tomorrow, like that means that's the end of the opening of, like, of course, no, the day that Star Wars is finally released. But of course, I had nothing but one choice, alright? Then I decided to walk out, freaking out. And then, like, I wasn't actually freaking out, like, I was freaking out inside, but the outside, and of course, I was kind of like calm. No, it's kind of like Alex DeLarge in Clockwork Orange. Yes, I was calm in the outside, but in the inside, of course, I think he was kind of like maddish, and then finally, that's when he decided, you know, that's when, let me think right now. But anyway, you know what, let's just not talk about that. But anyway, back to my story, of course. So I decided, while freaking out, I decided to go to EB Games to just check out some other stuff, what's going on, all that stuff. And of course, they did have like a good, like one of those like recycling games of, like for the Disney Infinity game. And of course, I was thinking about getting some for like of course, getting like Hannah's favorite character, Captain Jack Sparrow, because that's a good thing, because now Disney Infinity 3.0, now that Disney Infinity Airs 1 and 2 are gonna be recycled games, that means I can finally get the characters one by one so I can give like Captain Jack Sparrow to Hannah. Of course he likes Captain Jack Sparrow. She is crazy of Captain Jack Sparrow. I'm not even kidding. But anyway, yes. So anyway, so after that, I decided to walk back, and I decided to go back to where I was, and so I decided to go to let me think. Yes, to the big dollar store because I remember buying Cap Gun there, and then finally just telling them what happened, like not what happened, like where's my debit card and all that stuff. I wasn't like, hey, where's my debit card? Tell me where it is. No, I was just calmly like, hey, excuse me, do you have any kids to find a debit card? That's what I said. But anyway, so I decided, let me find it out. Yes. Yeah, so of course I also decided to leave the phone number to the big dollar store, of course, to give them a reminder. If they find it, they call me. But of course, yeah, I decided to go safe. Well, of course, I didn't talk to like the cashiers or anything. I wasn't actually pulling my money there. So anyway, so when I went to the big dollar store, so I left the big dollar store, of course. I was that safe, of course, but I left there, of course. So I decided to go somewhere else. So I had time, of course. It was actually lunchtime, of course. So I decided to go to the bank next to, yeah, so I tell them that they have my debit card. But then finally they turned out, they said no. So I gave them another like phone call, give them a reminder phone call. Then I went to the bank, my bank, of course, to tell them if I left the machine there, because sometimes, stupid of me, of course, would sometimes leave my money in the machine. But, of course, it turns out I didn't. Of course, that's a different story. Of course, I did that before. But that's a different story, of course. I'll tell you another time. Anyway, alright, here we go. Sorry. I don't want to talk right now. Alright, I think it's safe to talk. So anyway, I think it's lunchtime already. But anyway, so I decided to call Dad, of course. Like, of course, while freaking out, I was planning on calling Dad, but I'm not sure if it's such a good idea, because he would something like be like, damn it, Nuts, you idiot! Why would you do that? Actually, he wouldn't do something like that. Of course, because he loves me. Almost dropped my phone. Okay. So, anyway, I almost dropped my phone, guys, and my hands are freezing like hell. Alright. I don't want to talk right now. Quickly, just act normal. Hi. Bad girls. Just kidding. Just some people that just know me at that. And of course, sometimes I don't remember much. Alright, I have memory loss. Are you kidding me? Alright. Hello. Don't worry. This happens to me all the time. Why did I do that? So, anyway, so of course I tell Dad, of course, he's like, are you kidding me? And then like, he wasn't saying, are you kidding me? Like, are you serious? And then, yeah, I'm serious. So, anyway, of course, he'll pick me up after school to go to the bank and then get me a new one. So, of course, when they did that, so I had to wait for a while. Then finally, of course, Dad came in, picked me up, and then I told them the story. And then finally got my new debit card. I don't want to show it. And then Dad, of course, finally got the movie. We finally got Star Wars Force Awakens. Good. And then finally, let me fake right now. And then finally, we head home, get ready for gymnastics, and then finally watch it after that. Which, of course, yeah, it was almost the worst day ever. So, yeah. So, what do you think about the story? You should leave some likes in this video. And also leave some likes if you want to tell some other backstories. Now, of course, it tells a lot of good backstories that in her childhood. Yeah. And anyway. And also, I'm planning on doing the best arts of March. So, stay tuned. Of course, I'm planning on doing this on DeviantArt channel on YouTube. Of course, one of my last video of best arts on February, like, of course, that's the date, of course, got a dislike. So, yeah. So, I'm gonna plan on doing this on DeviantArt. So, I gotta rewatch every video that I did, and then finally, just tell why I picked this and that. And yeah. My hands are freezing right now. So anyway, I'm gonna run back to school, leave some likes, of course, people. Subscribe to my channel, follow me at DeviantArt, Tumblr, RPF, and Printest. And as always, I will be back in another video. Adios. Okay, on second part, it's not lunch break yet.